From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Los Angeles Rams. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Like 20. Mike 54. Mike 54. We go. Back. DC. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Goff. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Mike 54.
Now Hundley. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Throwing, Hundley. And he will find his man on the outside. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Get off the field.
Throwing again is Goff. Flush to his right. And a throw right sideline is complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
Hey, Shell. Mike 54. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On first down, Goff. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Staying open. Hard ball. Right there. 54, right there. 54.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Super one.
Just beating the play clock is gone. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. 3 bud. Shoot.
On 1st down, Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Hey, shoot. 59.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Garyon Conley. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And this is caught at the 8. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Colts 11-yard line.
Not 180. 54. Mike 54. I got him. Hey, let's go. Go ground.
Goff now looking to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
54 Mike. Watch the out. Watch the out. Slam, slam.
Shell. Touch.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
46-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Indianapolis.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Watch a slap, watch a slap. Watch a slap.
Now a play fake here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
180.
154. What's the run? Hey, they're running it.
Rush in. Rush in.
After the interception, here's Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, lift. 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 Lift.
Gone. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Value 1.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Goff on first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Goff throwing again. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Watch the whip. Who do you want? Who do you want? Who do you want? '54's Mike. '54's Mike. Check, check. Watch.
Value 3. Value 3. Hey, exit.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
4 down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Bailey's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, check 26. Run.
Check, 59, 59.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, check Mike, the ladder, check Mike.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Ric Flair.
From his goal line here. Gone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Mike's 54.
Maverick.
Hey, tight. Mike's 5'4".
Out of the gun. Gone. And it's a safety. Goff got buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Set. 60 outlaw. Topper. Walk twist.
Taylor. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Hey,
At the 37-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. 2nd and 4. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It is good. That gives us a scoreline you don't see too often. It's 13-2 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2nd and 1. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 42. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Looking right sideline, that's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Come on, set. 15, line it. 15, line it. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch. Hey, Wahoo.
Check Mike 11. Check Mike 11.
Yes, yes. You're out. Hey, orbit. Get it ready.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
I'm going to get you all day.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The give to Taylor. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Ready? 90, Wolf. Bravo.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5.
Christian, Travis.
Let's go, G. Tighten up. Let's go, G.
He'll drop to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
70, Indy. Hey, Charlie.
Bring it. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Mike, check, 59.
61, Matchbox Lights.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Shoot.
He'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. Push him back. Push him back. Check 59, Mike.
Go.
59, Mike.
Look at me. Go.
Check.
Be driven.
Back to throw here. Looking for Campbell downfield, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
76.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Don't be lost.
High 20.
Sponge. No.
To throw is Goff. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's checking. Crash. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. And the catch made by Hopkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Check.
Now Hundley. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Gone. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Tiger.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Value 1.
Watch out.
Hey, high 7. Louis.
Mike's 5-4. Check pass. Check nickel. Check. Fresno.
A shotgun snap for Gone. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Avery Williamson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Keep it up, guys. Mike's 5'9". I got it. 59 Mike. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Go.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Maverick. Hey, 5.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Goff, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here we go. 76.
54, right there.
3rd and long. It's gone. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Hey, exit.
Block 59. Block 59. Who that?
They'll set up a throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And down he goes under pressure from the Rams defense. Leonard Floyd able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. And other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Now Goff on 1st down. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Value 3. Value 3.
Check 15. Check 15.
Super.
Check. Motion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Touchdown, alley. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They're in the 4th quarter in Denver, and the Cowboys have taken the lead there late. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Recon, 132 fighter.
First down, Colts.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
First down, Indianapolis.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll drop the throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. And this is back to a 5-point game. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. Good bounce-back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realized there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for L.A., they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon.